Hi, first off, I just want to say I'm so glad I had this opportunity to meet with special educators Rebecca Brooks and Yasmin Pineda at my school site this week to get some very enlightening information from them. As far as the policies going for the purchase, the use, the management, it was really interesting to learn the process, starting with the permission from the parents to do the evaluation, that you then have 60 days to perform the assessment, which takes place by an assistive technology specialist, and how different things are assessed from writing to students familiar with computers and different software. Then, of course, the recommendations are made in a report as far as the student-specific needs, and then we go over that with the parents and then meet as a team of educators to decide which way to go and add these into the individual education program for the student. This is going to be part of a learning goal. So how is this device used to support the student in reaching the goal needs to be in the IEP plan, and also in the accommodation page. One thing that's great about that is when a student is using a device in the classroom to take tests, they can also use it on state tests to demonstrate their knowledge. If a student needs an assistive technology device, the school is obligated to pay for it by law and care for the management and the support needed for the use of the device. One drawback I discovered through my conversations is that at many schools, including my own, students are not able to take the assistive device home, and at all schools, this, as I know, students have to relinquish the device upon graduating. So something that has really been helping them learn and communicate, they might lose. And I think we should try to address how we can change that. That's something I would definitely be interested in looking into. As far as how educators are prepared to use the assistive technology in the class, different ways, but a teacher should be trained each year, either through site demonstration, conference, or the previous case carrier could definitely train them themselves. As far as how things can go awry or the challenges, training can come right into play there as well, because with the overturn in teaching and sometimes schools only training one person to use the device, if you take a device that's very complex, such as the Dynavox, where many, of course not all, but many of the students who use it do not have the cognitive abilities to use it fully independently, if that teacher's out or teacher overturn, then how is the student to use that device? So definitely it would be better if more educators knew how to assist the student in using the devices. Sometimes students don't want to use assistive technology because they don't want to look different from their peers, but that's usually just a hump to get over. If it's not fully accessible, if they have to check it out in the morning, return it at the end of the day, just another hump. And of course there's repair time and general things that go wrong with any form of technology. Examples of the low-tech, high-tech assistive technology. Low-tech can be so many things, from highlighters, which every student in our classroom uses daily, to pencil grips. Also things like a communication book or a rocker switch, where students could answer true-false to questions to demonstrate knowledge, or just demonstrate their choices, use their voice. All the way to high-tech, such as a Dynavox, which enables a student to participate in group discussions, class discussions, partner work, show their knowledge and assessments in ways that they otherwise might not be able to, as many of students who use things like a Dynavox cannot produce oral and written language. But it also helps a student who can produce oral or written language but has a difficult time being understood, such as a student who has Down syndrome. It really helps them to express themselves and be understood. Things like Co-Writer, which has word prediction, or Draft Builder, which helps a student build a paragraph sentence by sentence, are great for students who need things broken down, need to take things step by step. Really helps them reach their goal of producing the piece of written work. Braille lights are great for students to convert the work that they typed up in Braille to standard written text so that their knowledge can be assessed by their instructor. The Smart Pen is a device I'm very eager to use in my own classroom. It's being used in the math classrooms at my school right now, just one to start. But it seems fantastic that a student can have the pen records what's being said while they're writing. So if a student has a hard time listening to a lecture and recording the notes, The lecture's still there for them. They can look at their notes on a computer. They can print them out, drawings, everything. I'm really excited to have students use that in my class for annotating text. And then when we have the table share, they have the discussion and their annotations. They can look back on them anytime. I'm very excited about that. As far as the infrastructural elements, technology is technology. It can always have problems. Malfunctions with online downloads, internet connectivity. You use the Braille Light machine and then it won't transfer the data or it won't print. But things go wrong with technology all the time, so it's so very worth it. Another program I've used is Bookshare. Things could go wrong with that, say a bookmark gets lost. But the thing is that when it works, as Rebecca said, when it works, it's golden. So it's unbelievably well worth it to help students learn and communicate. Thank you.